in the second half of October, I had the chance to visit Khajuraho. The occasion was the Global Investors Meet, and I was to cover it as a journalist for the Asian Age. I decided to go to Khajuraho by road, as I had been told that the road from Bhopal to Khajuraho is now motorable. It has been repaired and maintained properly, and it is no longer going to be the nightmare that I went through when I last visited Khajuraho by road 10 years back, when Madhya Pradesh was being ruled by Digvijay Singh as Chief Minister. At that time, it was, I think, one of the worst decisions of my life to go to Khajuraho by road from Bhopal. I remember this would be very interesting for you to take note of. On reaching Khajuraho in the year 2000, when we were celebrating 1,000 years of the famous Khajuraho temples, when I had told Mr. Digvijay Singh that it was a nightmarish experience traveling by road from Bhopal to Khajuraho, he was quick to quip. Why did I have to take the road from Bhopal to Khajuraho? Because I had the option of traveling to Jhansi by rail, by train, and then going by road from Jhansi to Khajuraho. Now, mark this, Jhansi falls in Uttar Pradesh, and in good humor I told him, so what you are suggesting is that I go to Khajuraho, the World Heritage Site in Madhya Pradesh, via Uttar Pradesh. And he had a good laugh, but he had no answer to my query. Now when I was going to Khajuraho, I was told by people who were traveling by road in this direction that the road is now motorable. I found the driving fine and okay till Rahatgarh, a distance of about 170 kilometers from Bhopal. After Rahatgarh, as I started approaching Sagar, the condition of the road deteriorated, and when I reached Sagar, the road in the city limits, the road in the cantonment area of Sagar was awfully bad. And as I left Sagar and drove on to Khajuraho, the road from Sagar to Chhatarpur, National Highway 86, it was in bad shape. There were holes and craters in the road. At places the road was a bit too narrow, almost a single lane, and there were large stretches where maintenance was going on, and the shoulders of the road on both sides were dug deep, and it was a harrowing experience when one was overtaking lorries and trucks, or crossing trucks coming from the opposite direction. It was rather sad to come across a road in such a bad shape when we talk of globalization, when we talk of projecting Madhya Pradesh as the fastest developing state, at a time when we were inviting industrialists and investors from all over the world to come to Madhya Pradesh, to pick Madhya Pradesh as a favored destination for investment. And I fail to understand when will these politicians stop passing the buck. At a press conference, when I asked the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister, Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan, why the national highway connecting Sagar with Khajuraho was in such a bad shape, he ended up saying that it is the central government's responsibility to maintain these roads, and he would be taking up the matter with the Prime Minister and the Minister for Surface Transport, Mr. Kamal Nath. But he did not have any answer when asked why he was finding this as a major issue only now when confronted with a question about the state of national highways passing through Madhya Pradesh, and why he had failed to rake up the issue on earlier occasions. But that is the problem with politicians. They cross the bridge only when it comes. Otherwise, it is none of their business if the people are suffering. It is none of their business if it is not a matter of their vote bank, it is none of their business. When a good road is not all that important in their scheme of things, because their target is only to count votes at the time of elections. That is the story why Madhya Pradesh continues to linger on. Madhya Pradesh continues to remain one of the most backward states in the country, whether we talk of literacy, whether we talk of the number of those living below the poverty line, whether we talk of infant mortality, hunger, joblessness. Madhya Pradesh remains at the bottom, and that is the tragedy.